Hi everyone, so today I'm back with another brand focused video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I said I'll be doing this because basically Hourglass just launched in Singapore Sephora's, and yep, I went down to meet the makeup artist and talk through how to apply my base, how to use the products, and I also picked up one of their foundations because I don't have an Hourglass foundation. So yes, basically I'll be just trying a couple of their products, mainly their Hyaluronic Skin Tint, their ambient lighting powders in the palette, one of the ambient bronzers in Luminous Bronze Light, their ambient lighting blushes in the palette, a highlight from their newest collection, strobe lighting powders. And there's a story behind this, and when I get to this, do stay tuned because I just got a free new one from the makeup artist herself, and yeah, a free one. What the hell. And I have an old one which I'll be using, but that's shattered, so yeah. So anyways, if you want to see how all these products work, then just keep on watching. Oh yes, before I forget, also the brow arch sculpting pencil in soft brunette. So the first product from Hourglass I'm going to use is their Hyaluronic Skin Tint. I have the color Sand for my NC 25 to 30, leaning more NC 30 skin tone. And let's just try how this works. This is my first time using this foundation, but I'll do an in-depth foundation review on this on a separate occasion. But I'm just going to use about this much. I'm going to start from the center of my face, just roughly spreading it out. It's really thick in consistency. I don't think this is one that is supposed to mimic formulations of BB creams. It's really high coverage. So I'm just going to use the sponge, a damp sponge. So this is with one layer of the product, and you can still see a couple of my bigger blemishes coming through. I'm just going to take a bit on my finger. It's a solid full coverage if you pack on more product, and yeah, basically this is not a light coverage type foundation, which I like because you can dwindle it down by adjusting the coverage that you want. You can just put it on certain areas, or you know, not use as much product, or use a damp sponge that naturally gives you a lighter coverage. So with the Makeup Forever, what do you call, 154 brush, I'm just going to blend everything in. Yep, so as you can see, it gives me a really good solid coverage and it makes my skin look like skin. I think Sand is a little dark for me, but it's alright. Like, I like looking a little darker. I don't really like, you know, looking too fair because I like a bronzy appearance. So I do have to take this down my neck so that it blends in with everything well. So I've already done my concealer. I just use a random old concealer, not an Hourglass related product. So I just skipped past that, and now I'm moving on to the next Hourglass product, which is the Brow Sculpting Pencil in Soft Brunette. I think previously when I got this in Brisbane, my hair was lighter then, but this is a very soft brown and it's very ashy in tone, so we're just going to try it out. Usually I go for something that's a little darker nowadays, but it's alright, we can always set that with brow gel. And it comes with a spoolie on the other end. I think when this concept first came out, Hourglass started it, and then Anastasia came out with it, and then all the brow hype then went crazy. But basically, the first time I've heard of this sort of a flat tip brush, I've heard it from Hourglass. I know Etude House has one as well, but what I like about this one is that they have ashier shades and not the grayish shades like a brunette with an ashy undertone, so it's like a brown with an ash, and yeah, the shades are really great. So yeah, so that's how it looks. You can tell it has an ashy undertone and I really like it. I wouldn't put this as the most buttery type of brow pen, but I like it dry just cause it gives me a little more control, and if it's too creamy it'll give you a really stark brow. You want something that's a little stiff, a little not too, it's not like an eyeliner pen, if that makes sense. It's supposed to be a little thicker in consistency and for the pigments to not rub off as easily. So my basic thoughts on it is that now as I'm using it and haven't had used it for quite a while, I actually really like it. I love the tone and I love how natural it makes my brows look without looking too harsh or stark, because now I've been using those like black type brow pens and also just trying to blend it out, and using black sort of requires more blending, but I like how this is just straight up ash, so that even if I apply too much you can't really go too dark with it, if that makes sense. And yeah, I think it goes with my hair color really well. I've been putting off dyeing my hair for a really long time because I just want my natural color to show, and this is what it looks like, so I think it goes well with my natural hair color and I really like that. Okay, so with all that done, I just set my brows with a little bit of Benefit Brow Gel, but yeah, that's the brow pencil in action. I really like it. I love the shade. I think I'll be pretty much using this for the rest of the month. And anyways, so I will do my eyes right after I do bronzer and blush, but basically I just want to show you how the powders work because I have quite a couple. As I mentioned, I have the Ambient lighting powders in the palette. This is Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. I have their blushes in Luminous Flush, Incandescent Electra, and Mood Exposure. Also their bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. And their highlighter in Iridescent Strobe Light. How would I describe their powders? It's actually quite an interesting concept and also something that hasn't been done before. So as you can see, they all have some sort of indicator, they all have some indicator of what kind of finish the powders give. So if you see luminous, it will give you a luminous glow. If you see something like incandescent, it will give you that kind of a powder. So everything stems from basically their ambient lighting powders. So if you can see dim light, incandescent, radiant. So incandescent light would be that type of powder that will be marbled throughout their bronzers. So if you can see, there's two tones. The lighter shade is actually the ambient lighting powders that are just marbled into their products, so that it gives you that very nice soft lit glow with every product that you use. And also, as I mentioned, the marbling effect. As you can see this, I will insert an indicator somewhere here about what this type of technique is, but basically the marbling technique is handmade and also is different for every product. So whatever product that you get from Hourglass, basically you will not get two products that are the same. And yeah, I find that incredibly amazing and very thoughtful for a high-end brand to do, because a lot of the time they just mass produce and there's no individualization, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be using the middle shade, which is Incandescent Light. I'll insert close-ups. So I'm just going to dust it under my eye. What's funny about this review is that it's very hard to see the effects of powder on camera. So I highly suggest, if you listen to my review and you like how it looks on my skin, then basically go down to the store and actually test it out for yourself, because it's honestly way better than I'm describing it to be. And also, if you're interested, it really pays to just swatch it on your hand and just check it out. So yeah, just taking the middle shade on all the central parts of my face. It gives me a very focused setting precision, like just the lighter shades in the middle and then the darker shades on the outside, like how your skin would naturally reflect. So as you can see, they vary in tones, so I'm just going to use this one, Dim Light, on the outer perimeters of my face to set that. So it just mattified the skin as well as giving it a very slight glow, if you can see. And sorry if this bugs you, but it's not a blemish, it's just a scar because I accidentally scratched myself, so just excuse that, but yeah, that's life. So yeah, using their bronzer, I'm just going to contour and slightly bronze my face. So that's how the bronzer looks. If you can see, it's very soft and very amazing. It's like not stuck at all. It's very light, very blendable, and it just blends into my skin as though my skin was naturally tanned that way. Does that make sense? So last but not least, I'm going to use their blushes. I'm going to use Mood Exposure, this one. I've had this palette, the blush palette especially, for ages, and I haven't hit pan on any, so that really says a lot. So this is how the bronzer and blush looks like together. If you can see, there is no distinct line. It's a basic gradient and it looks really like natural, and I can't really explain it in any other manner but that it is very high quality, and basically only high-end products can really do this to your skin, make it look really airbrushed and also very flawless without looking too made up. Just gonna do my eyes, my lashes, get back to you, and we're going to move on to the highlighting products. So my eyes are done. I just put Pale Barley from Burberry on my lids and a Catrice mascara, and yeah, that's really simple. So moving on to the highlight. So basically the story behind this is that, if you can see in my hand, I have two, but they're not of different shades. This one, Iridescent Strobe Light, the shattered one, was the one that I purchased with my own money from the site directly, together with the bronzer. So yeah, as you can see, it's completely shattered because it's so finely milled, so you guys have to be careful with this, but it's really amazing. But anyways, when I went down to the stand in Sephora, basically I was telling her, I wasn't expecting anything because I did it to myself, right? So I was just telling her that it shattered on me, and I was really desperate to find out whether Hourglass would come to Singapore, and Sephora wasn't revealing that. So basically I thought that I would just have to make do with this, and at the end of the session she told me that the tester she was using on me, she would just give me, because today was the last day that they were in Singapore, and basically yeah, she wouldn't be taking this anywhere else, and yeah, she gave me a brand new one, so it's amazing, and I'm not gonna use this till that one finishes, but yeah, that was really, really kind of her. So yes, I'm just going to use my shattered one, and I'm just going to place it on the high points of my cheeks. So that just highlights the cupid bow, and it makes the lips look a lot more plump. So if you can see that like natural mark of a radiance or like a glow, that's from the highlight. And yeah, so basically you can see how it's really an everyday natural looking girl's dream, and it's a makeup line that's just perfect for girls who just want that natural glowing radiance. And yeah, it's just amazing, especially how good it makes my skin look. I really appreciate powders that do that. And yeah, I'll just bring you in closer to see the final look. So yes, that is the whole look done, and that is my basic brand focus review, and I hope that cleared any doubts you guys have. If you want an in-depth content heavy type of review, then click the link below. I will have an in-depth review about all these products. The only thing that I need to test fully is the foundation, because I've just picked that up. The rest of them I basically have had for quite a while now, and yeah, as you can tell, I know how to use them and I'm aware of its functions and that kind of thing. So if you guys enjoyed that, do give this a thumbs up, and also yeah, do check out the links below for true to color pictures, product pictures, and also pricing points, where you can get them. And yeah, basically I'm a big fan of Hourglass. I encourage you guys to check them out as well. One of the high-end brands that should be a force to reckon with amongst those like Chanel, Burberry, and other brands as well. So yeah, without rambling further, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see other brand focused reviews, then do check the description box or my playlist. And yeah, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment what you would like to see. If you want any of these products to be more detailedly shown in a single product review, then put them in the comments below. If not, then that's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!